Hey guys, this is another episode of DCB Reviews. Today we're going to review the Raptors versus the Bucks on January 27th. Oh, what a game. And you know what? We may have lost, but there was a lot of good to take away from this game. They played hard, but they got to learn how to get those stops late in the fourth. They got to figure it out. So they start off so strong and they get back in it and they're right there. Even at some points they took the lead and a pretty decent lead too, like 5, 6 point lead. And then they just can't get the stops in the end and they can't score and they go through a drought. That's the NBA though. It's a game of runs. Game of runs. All right, so let's start in the first quarter. First quarter is actually really close. I believe the Bucks are up by like 1 or 2 points at the end of the first. It was super close game. Uh, got Giannis going to work on us. So like we gotta find someone who can stop Giannis because he makes us look like kindling. And every other team's figured out a way. Well, I figured out a way when he was playing with us to stop that mother. But we just can't. Not with someone like Baines. He's just not good enough. Although this was Baines' best game of the season, so good for him. Wish he'd make more of his threes, which he struggled with. But the past 2 games, he's averaging double digits, which he hasn't done all season. So it was good to finally see him show up a little bit. He needs to. His Boucher is right on his tail trying to get that spot. So step it up, buddy. Step it up. That's right. Anyway, so what do we got here? So early deal, you get Van Vliet gets an early steal, puts the Raps up. We didn't start the best right out of the gate, but we were right there with them. It was like a 1 point game for the longest time, going back and forth, taking leads, etc., etc. Siakam started out really strong. Got, I think, his first 3 buckets, and I think he only made 6 or 7 buckets all game. Wasn't his best game, but he came out in the first and he came out in the fourth. So in the first quarter, he gets a good layup. He gets a couple good shots. It's good to see from him. Van Vliet was getting some great assists, working together with Baines, connecting a few times, getting a couple of what is it called, pick and rolls. Roll to the basket, and Baines puts it down. And that was good. So that's the end of the first. Pretty close. Second period comes. Raps take an early lead in the second. A couple of threes. And then Lowry, just sometimes he'll step up in his moments. And he did in the fourth, where he'll knock down key threes. But out of nowhere, when you're really close in the game, he'll try to take a three that you just don't need to take. And as soon as he missed that three, we go on a scoring drought. And the Bucks take advantage. I think they go up by like 8 points. It's like a 8-0 run or 10-0 run by the Bucks. And we just playing catch up for pretty much the rest of the game. We do get ahead later on. I'll get to that. But yeah, second quarter wasn't looking the best from us. It wasn't exactly a lack of show of effort, it's just a lack of scoring. Bucks just outscored us. Like we just went on a scoring drought. Couldn't get a run going. Couldn't really connect very often. Powell kept us in it a little bit too, knocking down some key shots. Freddie was really the key. He knocked down a couple of key shots, but yeah, just wasn't good. And then at the end, at the end, so you got Powell pulls up. He gets a nice shot to end the scoring drought. But what happens pretty much right after that? The Bucks hit a buzzer beater. So first Milton misses. And this is where it comes down key. Offensive rebounds. Grab the ball. Grab it. And they don't do that, and it gets kicked back out to Middleton, and Middleton's not going to miss twice. He's a sniper. Knocks it down right at the buzzer. It's dagger. We're down by 9 points going into the third. So you don't know what to expect. We're down 63 to 54 at the half. Bucks pretty much owning us in the second quarter. So hopefully, Raps come out in the third and they make a game of it, which they do. So we come into the third. What's the first thing that happens? Freddie gets a bank three. What? What? Oh, beautiful, Freddie. Beautiful. Thank you. Freddie goes. He gets the first basket. The third quarter starts us off on a good pace, and then we come. We come. It's the Raptors' time. It's the time. So they come out and they're firing and they're making baskets and they're getting defensive stops and they're just like, giving it to these guys. Powell hits a corner three. Now it's only a, what was it, 4-point game? And then we're going back and forth and back and forth. But then freaking DJ, of all people to score against you, DJ Augustin's what, 6'1", 6'2", and he's shooting over you guys? Come on. Come on. He's not Steph Curry. Anyway, he knocks down a three. They start to pull away again. I think it's another 8-point lead for those guys, another 8-0 run for them. Then the Raptors come back, and we're back within, I don't know, 3-4 points. And then we go down by 9. And then we're right back in. Then we take a lead. I think we're up by like 3 points, 80-something to 80-something. And then we're losing again. And then they're up by 9. And then we come back. And then we're right in it. We take a lead, and then we lose it again. And I think that was the last lead we take in this game. It's in the 80-point range going in from the third to the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter, Powell was amazing. Siakam was amazing. Van Vliet went a little quiet, but he made some key moves. Lowry made a clutch three to get us back in the game. We're down by, I think, 8 points. He makes a clutch three, brings us back within 5. And then we get a layup from him right after. We're within 4 or 3. And then it's just 2 to 4 point game, closing out the quarter. We're right there. Right there. And then what happens? What happens? Middleton happens. God, that guy just needs to stop scoring. Middleton killed us this game. He did. He may not have had the most points. He had a decent amount of points. He may not have the most points, but he fucking killed us. When he wanted to take it to the basket, he could. When he was shooting the threes, he was daggering us. Oh, it's just bad. So then what happens is DJ Augustin makes another three. It's another dagger in us. We're now down by 5. Then Middleton makes a three. We're down by 8. We've only got like a minute left. And then who did we have that shot the big dagger three to get us back into it? Stanley Johnson. That's right. Gets a beautiful feed from Freddie. Goes in, lays it in, gets the foul. Oh, no, sorry. That was Terrence Davis who got the foul. He gets us back in. And Stanley Johnson also made a good play, and he knocks down a key three from the corner. And it looks like we might be able to climb back in, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. We ended up having to foul, and that's pretty much the game. We lose by 7. But again, I repeat from the beginning of my video, this was a good game for the Raptors. This is what you want to see. Yes, we kept giving up leads, but we kept fighting and clawing our way back. The only thing I really wish they'd work on is offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, both of them. They got to get better at those, especially the defensive rebounding. Like, you can't have these guys grabbing the ball on your end when they make a miss and getting a second chance. That's just, it kills you. It kills you, especially with someone like Giannis and Brook Lopez doing weird travel moves and getting our game. Come on, refs. All we ask is you to do your job. He took like 5 steps. He did spin, step, step, step. Like, come on. Come on. Like, open your eyes. Come on. It's just, I had to laugh at that one. It was just, everyone saw the flaws. Yeah, I'm just like, the rest just nothing. But whatever, we lose this game. Good defensive effort, good scoring effort. We keep it within 7 against one of the top teams in the league. It's a promising outcome, and I'm hoping we can continue this and get stronger and better. Right now, we're actually only a game out of the 8th seed. 1 game. So we're not even out of it yet. We just need to string together a couple wins, and we've fortunately had to face some tougher teams. We've also had some really easy ones we should have won. Like the Pelicans, come on. We lose to them twice. They're not even good. What's their record? 9-10? Sometimes it hurts to be a Raptors fan. Sometimes it really does. It's like the Leafs. It's just growing pains, man. Anyway, it was a strong effort from our boys. Good game. We lose, but there's a lot of positives to take away. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. End of DCB reviews. Take care. I hope to hear some comments below.